Well, good morning. I want to thank all of you for being here today. We're standing here with Miss Edith Owens. Yep. A hardworking Floridian, like so many others across our state, who is being crushed by just how unaffordable the Sunshine State has become. Florida used to be a beacon of paradise, a place where you could find a good paying job, an affordable place to live and raise a family, and eventually retire, all while enjoying the beauty of our state and all that has to offer. But now under Governor DeSantis, the dream of Florida continues to slip more and more out of reach for too many. Right now, folks like Ms. Owens are suffering because our governor will not stand up to special interests like the big utility companies. Floridians are suffering because while rates go up and our people are focused to stretch their paychecks more and more, Governor DeSantis turns a blind eye. Right now, Floridians are facing powerful utility companies that have Florida GOP politicians in their pockets, leaving them with no one to fight for them against outrageous increases. Under Governor DeSantis, the Florida Public Service Commission, which is supposed to be acting as a regulator and a watchdog, is acting more like a lapdog, and that is just wrong. When I was governor, I took on the power companies and demanded lower rates for Florida's working families, and I appointed consumer-oriented regulators that would be on the side of the people, not big utilities, and I'm ready to do it again. Today, alongside Commissioner Michael Joseph and Floridians like Ms. Edith Owens, I'm proud to announce our campaign's newest policy, the Affordable Florida for All plan. This plan is a promise that I will never be on the side of unreasonable rate increases only to serve to line the pockets of those companies. It's a promise that we will put the word public back into the Florida Public Service Commission and the Office of Public Counsel, which is supposed to represent you, the people. And we will change the law so that the governor can directly appoint the Public Counsel and the Commission without having to pick from a list of cherry-picked candidates backed by big power itself. Affordable Florida for All will also give Floridians a vote at the ballot box so that our bosses, the people of Florida, can decide whether the Public Service Commission members can stay or go if they uphold their commitment to their office and regulate the industry. Our campaign also recognizes that we can't stick our heads in the sand and talk about utilities without having a vision for clean energy for our future. That's why Affordable Florida for All lays out a plan to support and invest in clean energy solutions. And we'll do that by making sure the Public Service Commission sets ambitious goals for energy conservation. It's 2022. Energy should be cheap and efficient, period. Repealing legislation that stops local governments from having the say in the new energy sources used for new construction by preventing them from shifting away from gas to clean energy. Investing in more electric vehicle charging stations, making driving electric cars more convenient for our fellow Floridians, and expanding solar energy efforts, and putting an end to the politics of Tallahassee that want to keep cheap solar out of the reach of working families. Floridians can't get by in our state, especially not when the deck is stacked against them by the very public servants we've elected. I've taken on the big power companies once before, and as I said, I'm ready to do it again. This week, I embark on the statewide tour to hear from folks like Ms. Owens, who are literally paying the price of Governor DeSantis' failed leadership. Join me along the way as I hear from Floridians of all backgrounds and walks of life, and unveil the next two parts of our Affordable Florida for All plan to put the Sunshine State back on track. And with that, I'd like to turn it over to Ms. Owens. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I am the president of ASME Retirees Union, also the president of Miami Garden Democratic Club. I'm also a district leader for the Democrats. I've worked several elections. And I just want to say that I met Charlie Crist years ago as a ASME member. going to Tallahassee when we had days, we had legislative week. I am one that always was there. And I want to say, I've watched Charlie change a lot of things to help the community and the state of Florida. He was there to give back voting rights to those who've been incarcerated. And knowing where I worked in the jail system for 27 years as a nurse. So I know that everybody that went to jail wasn't a criminal. Some went just to get their time out. And I knew that there was a lot of people that wanted to vote. And after voting and registering so many people, it is really good to hear people come back and say, thank you for helping me. I voted, and very, very happy and pleased with that. So I want to say, if you want to change, and we need change in Tallahassee, we got to get behind a candidate that's going to win and beat that Republican who's changing everything to make it difficult for us as voters. We're not going backwards. We're supposed to be going forward. And like I say, this is the 21st century. We need changes in this century. We need to be up to date, not going backwards. And Charlie is that person to help us get there. And I've seen him and I've known him to make those changes for us, not just hearing it. So I want to say, FP&L going up next month for everybody. If you got solar, why is it that we have to have electricity going up? Everything around us has gone up since the pandemic. I'm one of the victims of the pandemic. I've had COVID too. So, and then you wake up, everything is so expensive, you can't even afford it. So now we got to monitor everything around us as citizens of Florida. You got to know what to buy and what not to buy. So if you're cutting down on your food, your medical bill is expensive, the price of our drugs is overrated. I've made comparison and I know the difference. So I'm saying to you, we have to get behind a candidate that's going to make changes, not someone to divide us in this state of Florida, not someone to take us back to 18th century. We need to make a difference. And I need every Democrat to get on board, because if we don't, we're going to be lost souls in the state of Florida. And this fight is for all of us, not for just some. So I'm saying the candidate that's going to make a difference is Charlie Crist. And that's who we're getting behind and fighting for. Change.
Good morning. My name is Bernard Jennings. I'm a former executive director of the Miami-Dade Democratic Party, DEC. I'm the current president of the Biscayne Gardens Chamber of Commerce. I'll wait for the private jet to go by. Yeah, I'm the current president of the Biscayne Gardens Chamber of Commerce. I'm actually the elected precinct captain for this area here in Biscayne Gardens. Welcome to Biscayne Gardens. I'm the 24th Congressional District Delegate. We're supporting Charlie Crist, me personally, because I understand that once you start a job, your first few weeks or even years in some professions, you have to get to know what to do on the job. But we know that Mr. Crist, he comes to the position, feet on the ground, tools in hand. He knows what to do. He's been there, and he's on our side for the people. He's representing the people. We're supporting this Florida plan because not only is there a pandemic because of the coronavirus, there's a pandemic for housing. Rental housing. If you're a renter right now, if you're looking for a place to live, if you don't have a 700 score and a $12,000 per adult income in your household, you're not going to be able to find a place to rent in Miami-Dade County. If you're a homeowner and you've had some challenges due to the pandemic over the last several years and months, and you haven't been able to pay your mortgage because you can't afford it, there are no programs in place from the state of Florida, and there's no one talking about it on any levels in regarding to help families to keep their homes and stop and stave off foreclosure through loss mitigation. Mr. Charlie Crist has a plan to help us. He's going to move forward for the people, and we appreciate him. Like Ms. Edith Owens said, we endorse her, If you go to the grocery store, you go to different venues where you're looking at small businesses. Small businesses are hurting now because prices of goods are going up. And what are the efforts from the state of Florida to stop that? We look at the environment. Our manatees are starving. A simple issue about this green slime in our waterways of South Florida should be solved by now. We don't see any efforts towards doing that. We need to do something to save these manatees by removing the green algae from the waterways. And we want to thank you, Mr. Crist, for your past services and past dedication to the state of Florida. We're here to support you all the way through as the next governor of the state of Florida. Thank you.
Good morning. My name's Elizabeth Judd. I'm the host of this residence. I currently serve on the Democratic Executive Committee as the committee woman for this district. In addition, I'm a part of the board for the Florida ASME retirees. As such, I have spent a lifetime working with the people and for the people. And with that in mind, I know Charlie Crist. I remember Charlie, when he came to my house, I played his song because that's a memory. We have a relationship. He understands the people. He has always been a humanitarian. He has always stood up for the people, not partisan. The current administration is about power, definitely is not about the people. Definitely do not understand the needs of the working poor, nor the senior citizens of this state. So I'm looking forward to the day for the future of having Charlie to be our governor, to be someone in Tallahassee who will be there for the people, who's a problem solver, not a person that's just looking for power and prestige, not a person who's willing to jeopardize even the lives of children to make a point, a political point over the lives of children in the school system. So therefore, I'm saying to each and every one of you, let's get together. Let's make Charlie Crist, our governor, a man for the people, for the state of Florida. Thank you.
I'll go real quick. Hello, my name is Michael Joseph. I'm one of the commissioners for the great city of North Miami Beach, and I echo the same sentiments of my neighbors. We need a governor that's going to be here. It's going to be for all people, and that's his slogan: Florida for all. Someone that's not going to be there for the special interests that use us as bargaining chips when they're up in Tallahassee or sending out edicts. As a municipal official, I see it at the ground level that we have a huge housing crisis, affordable housing crisis that continues on. And we would like to do a lot more, but we have people in Tallahassee putting their foot on our necks, for lack of a better term. We need someone that's going to fight up there for us in Tallahassee, that's going to look out for the little guy, especially from the municipal side, because we are at the closest to the people, because we see them every day. And we believe, and like a majority of my commission believes, and we've endorsed Governor Crist to be our next governor and return right back there to help out the working people. So I support him. I know a lot of people in this community support him, and we're going to send him right back to the governor's house this fall. Thank you.
All right.
Well, I want to thank each and every one of you. I really appreciate your support. I appreciate your words, and I appreciate your commitment, because it's going to take a commitment to do this. But I know we have it within us.
You got it.
I know we got it, and we got each other's back.
That's right.
All right.
Back.
Do you have any questions?
Yeah, thank you for organizing this.
Sure.
I was curious what your position is on taking donations from the big energy companies or utility companies in the state. There recently has been reporting of FPL, basically drafting a bill that would limit the accessibility to solar power for residents of Florida. So I'm just curious what your position is on donations specifically.
I haven't taken any from them. I don't expect to. I don't think they're interested in me winning. And I understand why. Because I'm on your side, not theirs. And that's what this is about. You know, we don't have a governor right now that has the people's back. And Florida deserves that. We all deserve that. We deserve to have a governor who gets up every morning and thinks about every Floridian. You know, as the Vice Mayor said, a Florida for all. And that's what this is. We want to make Florida affordable for all again. And be able to have solar energy. They got another bill up there, FBNL, about trying to make it harder to utilize solar energy. Right now, if you use it and you generate enough power, you can sell the power back to the company. They want to stop that. And that's wrong. If it would pass and I were in the governor's mansion, I'd veto that bill. Well, God bless you.
God bless you.
I mean, God bless you.